Oh, this is so cool. Just giving it a go. That just looks so cool. Just ploughing through the undergrowth. This thing is absolutely packed full of features and is the most fun I've had with a mini crawler in absolutely ages. If you are looking for a really awesome rig with excellent value for money, then look no further. We've got the Hobbyplus CR18P Arktos, which is the 6x6 flatbed. Let's check this thing out, it's so cool. So we've actually got that functional flatbed. You can see we do actually have a fully functional winch on the rear as well, which is really, really cool. The sides do fold down as well. So if you had like a wider rig that you needed to fit on there, you can fold the sides down to give you a bit more bed space. Another really cool thing as well is on the rear, you've actually got these removable ramps, which you can just basically just pull them out. We just turn it around a little bit. And then, you know, you could actually drive your RC up the ramps or winch it up the ramps, which is just super cool. And yeah, they're dead easy just to pop out and pop back in, which is really, really nice. There's loads of LEDs on this thing, which I'll show you in a moment, including bed lights, which is really, really cool. It's actually a hard body as well with some really nice scale details. No interior, unfortunately, but you know, you've got the bed, you've got a big meaty front bumper. Again, this is going to light up like a Christmas tree in a minute. You know, you've got fold out mirrors. And yeah, it's, you know, it's a nice looking body. It took me a while to buy this because I was kind of on the fence with it. And I was kind of like, do I like it? Don't I like it? And I finally decided to get it. And I'm really glad I did because it is just so cool. Now, obviously it's a 6x6. So, you know, you've got that awesomeness of a 6x6. I got to be honest, I'm not fussed on the truck wheels, but you know, obviously it is meant to look like a kind of truck, but I reckon if you change the wheels, it would look so much nicer. So chassis wise, you've got that nice aluminium chassis in there. Again, this is all based on the CR18P platform. So, you know, kind of tried and tested now. You've actually got plastic axles and plastic links throughout, but it does actually have full metal gears in the diffs and in the 2-speed gearbox, which is really, really cool. You can probably just see in there as well, we've actually got a 280 size motor. So, you know, plenty of punch for something like this. And that was one of the things, I've already ran it, but that was one of the things I found on the trail. Even when you're hauling something, the motor's still got plenty of go in it, which is really good. To open the cab and get to all the electronics, you've got these two little tabs here. So you basically need to kind of pop your hand in, push the tabs in, and then you just lift the actual cab up. And you can see we've actually got Fly Sky electronics. This is actually a 6-channel all-in-one ESC and receiver. It is actually PPX4, so, you know, waterproof, splashproof, whatever you want to call it. Your battery actually just hits here and you've got a Velcro strap. The battery that comes included is actually a 600 milliamp hour battery. And yeah, you can probably get like 45 minutes to an hour's runtime. You'll see in all the footage that I got, even with all the hauling, I just ran it off one battery pack and it's still got power left in it. You can see from all the wires how many LED lights we've got going on there. So it does actually have oil-filled shocks out of the box, which is again really, really nice. Included with it, you get a load of spares. So you get a load of spare different links, you get spare drive shafts, you get your manual, your USB charger, your wheel wrench tool, but you can also see in there, you actually get some anti-roll bars. So if you did want to give it more stability to kind of reduce that roll so it doesn't tip over, you could add those as well. But to be honest, I found even when towing a load, you know, it's still pretty stable, to be honest. It actually comes included with a Fly Sky FSMG6 transmitter. Again, this is a 6-channel transmitter, really nice transmitter. You know, loads of companies are using this on, you know, things like the FCX10 and stuff like that. You know, you've got all your usual kind of stuff for throttle trim and steering trim adjustment. You've got your dip switches if you want to change between like forward brake, reverse, and the drag brake settings and everything. You know, you can see all the different buttons you've got on the actual transmitter. You know, these are really nice transmitters. It'd be really nice if they added a foam grip. That would be my only gripe, but yeah, otherwise, you know, it's a really nice transmitter. And for a radio to run, this is fantastic radio. Now for the actual transmitter, to slide it off, it takes 4 AA batteries, but you can see here, you do also have the port if you did want to run a LiPo battery instead, which is cool. So I paid £200 for this in the UK from Model Sport, but on AliExpress and places like that, it seems to be around $200, especially with like the price increases at the moment. But you know, $200 for a 6x6 with a really nice radio gear, you know, a working rear winch, functional LED lights and everything. I mean, this thing is excellent value for money in my opinion. With this one, it's got multi-light functions for the LEDs, which is really cool. So that's controlled on channel 3 on the transmitter. So single press just basically turns on all kind of like what you call your side lights, I suppose. No indicators. And if you press it again, same lights, but you get indicators. Then if you press it again, they go brighter, but no indicators. And if you press it again, you actually get all the spotlights, the bumper lights, and the roof bar come on, but no indicators. And then if you press it one more time, you get all those lights staying on, but you get your hazard lights. Also, when you first turn the lights on, you get all your bed lights come on as well, which is really, really cool. Now with the rear, as soon as you power it on, you get your tail lights. And then as you cycle through the different light functions, 2 presses, so basically the same as the front, you know, you get your indicators, or when you get through to the last option, you get your hazard lights. You do also have reverse lights on there as well. And if you had it in forward brake reverse, I'm pretty sure you got brake lights on there as well. So yeah, loads of LED lights on this thing, and it does look really cool, lit up like a Christmas tree. So in terms of the other channels, channel 6 is going to be for your 2-speed, and then channel 5 is actually control your winch. Now, in terms of what you can actually fit on the rear bed, so I ran it on the trail and the rocks already with the UDIRC Snow Leopard on there. So this is a little 1/24 scale 4-wheel steer crawler. So you can see, you know, you've got a nice bit of space there on the bed. It actually suits the size of it. It's quite to scale, I reckon. Then if you were to chuck something like an SCX24 on there, this is the long wheelbase power wagon, similar to like the Gladiator. Again, you know, kind of suitable. You could see you could get it on there. You know, you might want to, obviously with the bigger, heavier rigs, maybe, you know, attach something to keep it from falling off. But once you put the side rails up and you've got the little wheel chocks to hold it in place, you know, I found it wasn't really flying all over the place. And what I did when I ran it is I just attached the winch line to like the front steering link or something to stop it from flying off. But yeah, that's it with an SCX24. Then with something like an FCX24M, you can see what it looks like then on the back. So again, you know, you got a nice to scale kind of size, I would say, there on the 24th scale rigs. But if you did really want to go nuts and stick an 18th scale on there, it will fit on there, but you can see it is pretty big. And obviously that's going to make it very top heavy and wafty. That's an FCX18, which is obviously 18th scale. So yeah, although it is an 18th scale rig, I think the actual cab is more suitable scale-wise to a 24th scale sitting on the back. So the winch is actually proportional as well. So clockwise will basically feed the winch out, and then counterclockwise will feed the winch in. So if we just hold it and then go clockwise, and again we can control the speed. You can just feed it out, and then if you want to go back in, again just feed it the other way, and again we can go slow or we can go fast. All the way back in. So, and you'll see when we get to the running footage as well, it is actually able to winch up an RC. So I did put the ramps down, chucked an RC on the ground and actually winched it all the way up, which is really, really cool. So like I mentioned, wheels and tyres, I'm not overly fussed on the look of the wheels, but you know, they've gone for this kind of truck style wheel. The tyres are actually all right. So it is vented wheels. The foams are pretty stiff, to be honest. But again, you kind of need that really to be able to support the weight of something sitting on the rear. You know, if it was too soft, they would just squish and then it would just topple over even more. So I do think that the tyres and the foams are suitable for what the rig is designed to do. So I mentioned already that the shocks are oil-filled shocks, but they're actually adjustable as well. Again, the same shocks you would find on the other CR18Ps. So, you know, you could adjust the ride height as well if you wanted to. It does actually sit quite high out of the box. But again, I was surprised when I was on the trail and when I was on the rocks, you know, how well it works actually sitting at that ride height. And it actually gives you a nice bit of ground clearance as well. And with it being based on the CR18P platform, you know there's going to be plenty of upgrades. You know, you could fit like brass portal covers, you could do brass links and everything like that as well. So, you know, there's going to be plenty of upgrade options for it. The only thing I'm not sure of is what rating the servos are for the steering servo and for the winch servo. I couldn't find any information on the box or anything to say what it is, but I would imagine they don't seem like the most powerful, so probably something like, I don't know, a 17 or a 19 gram or something like that. Right, so let's get to the running footage so you can see what this thing was like on the rocks and on the trail, including hauling some stuff, and then I'll let you know what I think of it. Okay, so I appreciate this thing is big and it might get hung up quite a bit on the rock course, but we've got to give it a try, haven't we? Because I reckon it's actually going to be really surprisingly capable. So yeah, let's run it and see what it's like. Okay, so first up, let's try the hill climb. It'll be interesting to see what these tyres are like as well, because obviously they are quite firm. Okay. Oh, this thing is going to be a beast, I reckon. Let's see what our slow speed control's like as well. That's not bad. Because it's so high, I think it's actually got a fair bit of ground clearance. Now, we'll find out now what it's like when we come down here getting hung up. Oh, a bit of getting stuck and binding there. Oh, this is where it's going to be tricky now. See, is that ground clearance? We're going to have to get some funky angles. Come on, you can do this. It's actually doing the gatekeeper. Oh, that is hysterical. Well, that is an absolute beast. That actually really surprised me going up the gatekeeper then. Hopefully that would be the hardest point because of the ground clearance. Everything else, it should just, I mean, I love the power of a 6x6. It's just, it's like cheating, isn't it, basically? It does stop every now and again, it looks like. Look, we're getting a little bit of hesitation. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, let's try the next hardest section just coming up here. With those portal axles and obviously how it's kind of lifted, it's got some really nice ground clearance, but it's actually, you know, it's not too top heavy and wobbly by the looks of it. Let's just move around here. I do like that movement on the, we got a little bit stuck then. Oh, first rollover. I think that was just I stuffed up my line and we went in that little dip then. And then, yeah, after I just said about how well it was handling, and then we rolled down. Right, let's do that again. I reckon if I don't stuff up the line, it should do it okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, struggling a little bit there with grip. Oh, a nice bit of squish then on that front tyre. Oh, working those axles. Oh, look at that movement. That's one of the things I love about a 6x6 is the axle movement. Just looks awesome. Now, I think we probably stand zero chance of getting around the merry-go-round, but, you know, we got to give it a try, haven't we? So let's just see if we can navigate this. Oh, I think that's going to be a no. Okay. Yeah, I think it might be a bit too long to get up there. Let's just see if we can come up through here. Considering it's metal gears, it's not as noisy as I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I thought it was going to be like a proper screamer. Oh, look at that. I mean, this thing is actually surprisingly capable. Oh, it just looks so cool. I just love that axle movement. Just that articulation as it's just moving over the rocks. Just looks so good. It's just so cool. So I'm glad I got this. This is super fun. That's so cool. Let's just see if we can come from this angle. The slow speed control is actually not bad as well. I mean, obviously it's got that big old motor in it, but yeah. I mean, can you imagine this with brushless? I mean, it'd be crazy. To be fair, the tyres are actually doing an all right... Oh, there we go. As I said, the slow speed control is not bad, and then we hesitate. Yeah, the tyres are not doing too bad a job either, to be honest. I just want to see what it's like coming downhill as well, as to whether it just goes flying or... Oh, that was all right. And again, look at that ground clearance. Look, we're getting stuck a little bit, but that's actually surprisingly good. And they're surprisingly stable considering how lifted it is as well. And it just looks cool. Okay, now just because we have to, we've got the little UDI RC on the back there. Seagulls think it's funny. And what I've done is I've just attached the winch line to the steering link, just to hopefully give us a bit of, well, stop it from flying off, I suppose. Let's just see what it crawls like on the rocks with a full load on the back. Up the hill climb again. Let's see if it just flips straight over or what it's like. Oh, it's lifting. Oh, if we maybe go to the right a little bit, we might make it up there. Oh, it's struggling, but it's not tipping over straight away. Let's go a bit more over to the right. Oh, okay, let's try a slightly different route. See if we can get some bite on the axles and then make it through without tipping over. Oh, it still didn't tip over though. Okay, come on, you can do this. Oh no, down it goes. But we didn't completely lose our load attached on that winch line. Okay, maybe that was asking a little bit much. Let's try the up and over instead and see if we can get over here with a load on the back. Oh, you can definitely see it starts wanting to lift the front, doesn't it? You could definitely do a bit of weight on the nose. Yes. When in doubt, throttle out. See if we can climb up this next section. Oh, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I mean, now we know it's not going to make the gatekeeper, but, you know, it'd be rude not to try, wouldn't it? We're going to get just wheels up straight away, I reckon. Oh, go on, go on, go on. Oh, look, I bet a bit of weight on that nose, and you'd probably be up there, wouldn't you? But, yeah, I mean, we have got a full load on the back. Now, someone did actually comment on one of my videos recently and said, you know, with the rigs where they're really top heavy, especially rear top heavy, could you reverse up the gatekeeper? So I thought, you know, let's give it a try with this one, shall we? So we've got to get the line right. So I've already placed it on there because obviously you'd have to get your alignment, otherwise it'll just tip over. But let's just see if we can actually reverse up the gatekeeper. Oh, just giving it a go. Can we actually get over the top of the ridgeline? Oh, yes, yes, yes. There you go. So if that answers your question, yes, you could just reverse up it. So if you're struggling with obstacles, just back it up, you know, test out your reversing skills. Oh, this is probably one of the most fun I've had with a mini crawl in absolutely ages. This is hysterical. Let's see if we can come up the stairway at a different angle with our load on the rear, and can we get up there? Oh, it's definitely harder to navigate the lines as you'd expect, but I mean, we have got a full-on load there on the back. We need to get this angle right to see if we can get up there. Come on, you can do this. Oh, you could see it kind of wanted to push us over then. Come on. Oh, definitely want a bit of weight on the nose, bit of brass on the front or something. Oh, I thought I was going to save her then. Okay, maybe I should just give up. I mean, to be fair to it, even with the load on the rear, you can see the motor's not really struggling, steering servo's still working okay. You know, it's actually doing an all right job. You just need a bit of weight on that front end, really, to stop it from tipping over, you know. We'll try it out on the trail as well, just to see what it's like trailing, because I appreciate you're not really going to, like, rock crawl with a rig on the back, but I just thought it'd be good fun to try, to be quite honest. First off, let's try out our trail speed. So you can see it's not going to win any speed awards in first gear. Let's just chuck it in second gear. So you can see it's got a decent amount of pace in second gear, to be fair, you know, a nice bit of trail speed. Again, it's not like super fast like you get on some brushless systems, but, you know, still plenty of wheel speed. Okay, let's just try a little bit of off-roading. Just put those axles to work and see what the tyre grip is like. See, we're struggling a little bit there on the tyre grip. Obviously, again, having a 6x6, you know, it is, like I said earlier, kind of cheating, you know. You should have, well, you've got 6 wheels instead of 4, haven't you? It's pretty simple, but yeah, you can see the tyres are all right, but they're not amazing. We got another bit of a climb here, just kind of getting over some roots. See if it can get on up over this. It does look cool, doesn't it? I'm not fussed on the wheels, to be honest, but, you know, when I saw the pictures of the truck online, I was kind of like, I'm not quite sure about the look of the cab, but, yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, look, you see we're struggling with tyres. Obviously, the tyres are hard and the foams are hard to obviously counter the weight that it's got to carry, being a, you know, a proper truck. But yeah, I mean, some better tyres would definitely go a long way. Okay, we've got a bank climb here on some loose kind of sand. It'll be interesting to see what these tyres are like on this, because with the style they are, they might actually be all right. Hey, oh. It's trying. Oh, we're sliding down. Let's give it a bit of wheel speed. Yes, go on. Cool. Do the old root test, bit of root and tooting, see what it's like up here. Now it might struggle obviously on that center point with being a longer wheelbase with the 3 axles, but you would hope, to be honest, with it being a 6x6 that it should just conquer this type of stuff. But again, I think those tires, you know, we could do with some better tires, to be honest. I'm surprised it's not getting up there. It's not getting hung up. It's just not got the tire grip, it seems, to actually get over. Right, let's give it a bit of a wheel speed. Hey, there we go. Next one's slightly harder. Let's see how it gets up there. Oh, that middle axle can get some bite. We should get up there. Got plenty of ground clearance on the front of the cab as well, though. Go on. It's trying. It's so close. Right, bit of a hop and we should get up there. Oh, we might need a second gear. Okay, second gear it is. Yay! That's what I like about 2-speed, gets you out of sticky situations. Bit of hauling. The cab has definitely grown on me. Like I said, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, I'm not quite sure on it, but it does look actually pretty cool, especially with the lights you've got on it, the light bar and everything like that. Let's just see if we can do a bit of off-roading with a load on the rear. Oh, need to change that angle slightly. Yes. Oh, that was close. I thought we were going to bin it then. Oh, that was a bit of shaking then, wasn't it? Still got plenty of going in there. That's still just in first gear, you know, with a load on the back as well. That's pretty cool. It's plenty capable, isn't it? It is cool. Oh, I definitely reckon, you know, if you had a bit more low down weight, it'd be much more capable, a bit more weight on the front. Oh. I love that wobble. It's just so cool as it's just like coming along, wobbling around like a proper truck. Nice. That's so cool. It is just a little beast, isn't it? I do really like that movement on it. It just looks so good. I love a bit of kind of scale wobble. Oh yeah, you gotta love a 6x6, don't you? It's doing really well with a load on the back. You've actually still got loads of wheel speed, look, even with a load on the back. Go easy on the turning. You can even off-road with a full load. Oh, that's so cool. See if we can make it up through here. Oh, lifting that axle. Hey, made it. As a little recovery trail truck, this thing is just so cool. It is amazing me, like, how well it's actually doing, you know, with a load on the back. It's so cool. I love that axle movement. Nice. Oh, this thing is just so much fun. I just love that wobble and that lean. It's just so good. That just looks so cool. Just ploughing through the undergrowth. We got a recovery by the stream. Now the tyres are vented, so you know, if you don't want to ruin your foams, you probably don't want to get them wet, to be honest, but you know, We gotta do some stupid things, haven't we? Oh, stuck. Yes, plow through. Come on, power 6x6. Oh yeah, we're wading now. And it's still just plowing through with a load on the back. Oh, this thing's so cool. Looks like we're about to lose our rig off the back at some point. This really has surprised me as to how good it is. I mean, and this is, you know, completely stock out of the box, you know. I mean, that's decent even without a load on the back. That's crazy. Oh, we could definitely do with some better tyres, I reckon. Although obviously you just have to bear in mind that you wouldn't want really soft foams. Let's go for a bit of 2-speed, because obviously then it would just squish too much. Yay! Now you do really need to run it in first though. You can't just crawl in second, especially with a load on the back. We made it. Do a bit of downhilling with a load on the back, shall we? Whoa. Even on the brush system, it's still pretty good. You know, it's nice and composed. You know, it's there was a little bit of hesitation every now and again on the slow speed control, but I mean, it's pretty good, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Look, come down here. Oh, yes. Oh, this is honestly the most fun I've had with a mini crawler in so long. I could just crawl around like this all day. I need more batteries. Opportunity for a bit of side hilling as we come down here, look. Let's see. Oh, that's probably going to roll, isn't it? Oh, that's quite a side hill. Okay, we'll try and go as slow as we can. If that can make that round there, that's pretty cool. I mean, look at that. That is a full-on lean. And it's still not tipped over. Oh. We made it pretty far. It's pretty tough as well, isn't it, to be fair? I mean, I've rolled it quite a few times now. You know, nothing's broken. You know, we crashed it on the rocks and everything. You know, the body still looks in really good shape. So yeah, it's pretty tough as well. Let's do a bit of off-road recovery, shall we? Let's get the ramps out. It's actually a really long winch line as well, look. Now that is max extension on the winch line. That's pretty long, you know. That's a fairly good winch line. Oh, this is so cool. I don't think this UDI is even in neutral either. Recovery complete. Ramps back away. That is just so cool. Well, I am impressed. I absolutely loved running this thing. It's definitely the most fun I've had with a mini crawler in absolutely ages. I love the fact that you could stick a load on the back and still actually trail it. It's just so cool. And it was actually pretty decent on the rocks as well. I mean, again, it's not a rock crawler, but you know, it did manage to do pretty much all the lines on the rock course, which is really surprising, especially the gatekeeper. I mean, in terms of value for money, I mean, I paid £199 for this in the UK, which in the UK, we pay £179 for a TRX 4M. So £20 more, and you're getting a 6x6 with a 2-speed gearbox, all metal gears, multifunction lights, and a really nice 6-channel radio. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it, really? You know, if you've been considering getting one, I would definitely recommend it. It's just so cool being able to haul something, but even just on its own, you know, it is really capable. You know, with a few little upgrades, bit of weight up front, maybe some different tyres or something, this thing would be an absolute beast. Now, I can't actually think of anything to complain about other than the fact that I don't really like the wheels. You know, it performed fantastically on the rocks and on the trail. I mean, we had a slight bit of hesitation every now and again, but, you know, not much. And again, much better than some stock electronics on some other rigs. But let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you've got one already, what upgrades have you done and what difference has it made? Give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.